Alright，大家好 ，Hello to all. I am Dr. Low，我是Dr. Low。OK，现在 now 老师mahu。OK，解释means explain about the how to prepare your role play script and your role play video. Okay, so the role play video 老师 will talk later 啦。Now main thing adalah role play script. And before you start your role play script, firstly, you need to prepare your photo page for your group. So basically the head, alright, ketua role play group will in charge. Okay, but all members need to provide the passport size photo. Okay, and 老师 really prefer this one is an official photo. Unless you really do not have any, okay, then you may choose your daily life photo, but cut it properly or crop it properly so that the face, the size of the face is like in a passport size photo. Any group did not follow this, 老师 will deduct marks at your later script because 老师 already told listen and follow, because many students just listen one here, hear out, so finally all did the wrong thing. Okay, so photo page, and 老师 already said the photo page there is a template as well. Okay, I mean later you will see that the full script there is a template, and then the first page is a photo page, there is a format you have to follow. Okay, so 老师 ask you to give full details including your birthday and your 老家 hometown. So 老家老师 prefer you to write full address if you don't mind. Okay, because in the MCO season ni or COVID-19 problem ni, 老师 need to detect actually where are you from when you are having like online problem, you know. So 老师 really prefer everybody to give full address. Yeah, okay, 好的。And then there are other details you have to give all accordingly. Okay, and then 4 members or 3 members, all will be only in one page. You don't make it too big until you use 2 pages for the photo page, just 1 page. Dia ada frame dia, you letak, you put in your photo nicely and fill up. And for this page, you need to make it in a Word document, okay, and also PDF. So you do this way because for this semester, 老师 ask you to submit together. Means that first page will be photo page, right after photo page will be the synopsis page. So you will do together, and then one in Word document and one you save as PDF. So you send both. Okay? 好 by next week. Yeah? All will be by Wednesday. That is the latest. Okay. For your information, all your synopsis, 老师 will read through first. Okay? Alright, and then 老师 will inform you, okay, for you to proceed to write your full script. But however, 老师 will let you know because 老师 is having some many things also, our conference, all that. So maybe 老师 may not have time so soon to finish all the synopsis, but you will start to write first. You have to prepare like at least 3 pages first. Normally, you will have around maybe 7 to 10 pages, you know, depends on your content. Alright, because you need to include later on the Malay translation. That's why it makes the things like more pages. Okay, and then you need to have space in between. Okay, later when you see the template, you will know. Okay, so 老师 may give instruction even you have not got back your synopsis. you have to start, like for example, 3 to 4 pages. Okay, while waiting for 老师, because this semester, all 老师 is having many students. Okay, like more than 300 students. So you see, it will take time to come to you. So that's why any students, any group, if you have done your photo page and your synopsis page too earlier, that will be the best. Okay, you will submit earlier and 老师 will read yours earlier. Anyone who really follow the Wednesday will be in long queue already. 老师 do not know whether when is your turn for your class. Because all students submit on final date adalah next Wednesday. So submit earlier. And 老师 may let you know also, besides you upload to the Google Drive, the folder for role play group. Okay, 老师 may also ask you to submit to your WhatsApp group. But now, not yet. Okay, now what 老师 says is every group will be only in the Google folder. Okay, alright. And then now, second thing. Alright, so these 2 pages you need to do first. And then now come to the role play script template. Remember, everybody, you need to follow the template format. Again, 老师 say when come to 老师, when 老师 ask you to send up the draft for 老师 to check, and you still do not follow the format that 老师 give you, 老师 will deduct whole group 5%. Okay, because you make 老师 talk and inform again, which is no good. Okay, 好的, now 老师 just briefly tell you, for the role play script, each member, you need to perform at least a minimum of 12 turns, maximum 15 turns, and listen carefully. 老师 said so many times already, just like simulation. One turn doesn't mean must be only one sentence. Because 老师 said one turn minimum is 5 words. Minimum. So if let's say so happen that you start with a very short sentence, you just say 谢谢你, but not enough, right? And you continue with another sentence. Okay, at the back. For that turn, for example, turn 1. Okay, so it is acceptable. So means that mainly is one turn. When come to your turn, you need to speak at least 5 words. But remember, any group, if you think, oh, 老师 say 5 words, I everything what everybody 5 words or 6 words. If you do that, you are not wise. 为什么? Kenapa? Because belum berperang sudah kalah. Everybody, actually, you should set in your mind, everybody should try one turn at least 10 words. 10 words. Then you are producing a more solid content. Rather than students yang everything 5 words, 5 words, 5 words, you know. The content, the quality too is much lower. Okay? So it's about 10 words or more. It's okay. Alright. And then 老师 said, you try to really control by 15 turns. That is for your, reduce your burden. So, 老师 do not want somebody to like 25 turns. Okay. But however, to 老师, it is still acceptable if you can handle. If you can handle. And sometimes the storyline make one of your member will talk more. The main actor or the main actress too. Okay. So 老师 don't mind. Okay, 老师 don't mind if you really need that. But 老师 just said you try to think and arrange so that you are not that burdened with a lot of content. Okay, 好的. So that is your terms. Then 老师 already told you, in your whole script, right, you need to link the story for at least 5 chapters. 5 chapters of your textbook, of the topics in your textbook. If you want to do 6 chapters, 可以, no problem. But minimum 5. So if any group, throughout the storyline, you just present 4 topics or 3 topics, you have to redo. So to avoid this kind of a problem, redo everything you need to change. Many things you need to change, So wasting time. So how to confirm your 4 topics or 5 topics? The 5 topics ni, in your synopsis, you need to show, 老师kata synopsis is 200 to 250 words, either in Malay, either in English. You write your synopsis. Okay, the storyline. You need to discuss with friends, okay, and make it a proper one. And then in between tu, you akan bracket when, let's say, now the story happened and related to topic 3. Okay, then you will include chapter 3 and the title. Okay, and then later the story go to chapter 5 first. Or maybe the story start with chapter 5. All okay. As long as your storyline relate, okay, or strongly present that you are linking the storyline with minimal of 5 chapters. Okay. So that is synopsis, right? Okay, so same thing, come to your full script. When I should approve your synopsis, come to your full script, you akan follow the rules that okay, if you really want to get some sentences direct from any dialogues, 老师 will allow maximum to 4 one time. You cannot copy one time up to 5 sentences. If this happen in the draft when 老师 do the checking, okay, your whole group see script marks before finalizing, 老师 will find your group. You deduct 50% out of your group first, but you still need to redo. Because for role play script, it is different from simulation. Role play script, we need you to have storyline, and we need you to put more work to how to join all the different learning focuses and cannot be copycat. Okay, so for a role play script, actually, it is very important to have creativity. Creativity, it means like you create a storyline. For example, okay, let's say level 1. Okay, before that, one group, they make a story and you need to give a title to your role play synopsis also. Okay, from synopsis you need to have title. Let's say the group, they make it 我喜欢你的妹妹 as a title. So you can guess already, the storyline will be what? It will be either one boy and one girl. Or okay, if your group more girls no boy, you can act as a boy. Okay, you can. If you are willing. So let's say one boy and one girl, diorang kenal dulu, they know each other first, whatever, and then dia jemput dia ke rumah, come to the rumah, then only 认识 kenal the girl punya 妹妹, and later on the boy 喜欢 suka 妹妹, bukannya 姐姐 itu. Okay, and then you may make a cerita that 姐姐 tu 不高兴, tak gembira. So now remember, 老师 said role play is different from simulation. Simulation, you are not allowed to use outside word. Not even one. You cannot. Okay? So, but the role play, you can. But listen carefully. Maximum only 20 words from outside. But 20 words already enough if you really want to make a better storyline, you know. For example, 老师kata, macam you kata nak kata 姐姐都不高兴, tak gembira. So 高兴 is a new word to you. It's not in your syllabus. How do you know whether in your syllabus or not? You need to check at the word list at the back. You pergi carilah 高兴 tu ada tak? Okay? And then maybe you want to say 姐姐itu 很生气 marah. You pergi check 生气 ada tak? No. So this kind of you said, okay, the words that are a syllabus or new words to your level, you need to make a word list. Okay, right now your synopsis page tu hanya synopsis saja. But later on when you really plan and write your script, when you have your new words, all these new words you akan letak di bawah synopsis page. Same page with the synopsis but bahagian bawah, because synopsis hanya 200 to 250. So dia akan ambil half of the page saja. So another half of page you akan list out. Okay, in Mandarin, contoh 高兴, and then dia punya erti in Malay or English, gembira. Number 1 is your first new word. Second new word, 生气, marah. And then you akan tulis dia punya English or Malay, angry. Okay, marah. You akan buat this list in the synopsis page. Okay, and then throughout the script nanti tu, you kena underline. Any new words that you use, you kena underline. And now, 老师 want to say, when you draft your full script, right? Never, 老师kata, never use your Form 5 punya Malay level, pergi draft you punya cerita line, and then you pergi Google Translate. If you do that, 老师nampak you ada kesan Google Translate, 50% also akan cut off from your group punya script marks. You left 50%, and you still need to redo. So actually, the way to do adalah beginning, because Raj kata you assuming you akan dapat 15 turns. You have 4 members, so you ada 60 turns, you know. So for the first step, what you need to do? You need to include as many learning focus as you can. That is the most important. How you get more marks in your script, you know? If you can present a lot of your learning focus that 老师 every week teach you, the learning focus, you pandai-pandai, you make it a story, you include in throughout you punya 60 turns itu, okay? Then you gain more marks. But remember the learning focus tu, try not to repeat. Jangan early dah bercakap, for example, that learning focus, nanti you ulang lagi, everybody ulang. Or contoh like today, you will learn this. 你要不要一起去？要不要tu nak tak nak? 一起去tu pergi sama-sama. Okay, jangan you punya member 4 people, seorang tanya, A tanya B, 你要不要一起去? Nanti dia tanya B, C, 你要不要一起去? Tanya D, 你要不要一起去? Like this, kiranya you guna 1 learning focus, but 3 times. Like this, you gain marks only 1 time. Because for content marks, we will count how many learning focus that you can include. Okay? And then, when you include already, it cannot be plain and dull. You need to have a bone, cerita line yang link the learning focuses to. So for example, 老师kata yang title-nya 我喜欢你的妹妹. Then you can imagine, in between all the learning focuses tu, okay, then how? Dia ada satu tunjang cerita yang the boy tu mula-mula kenal kakak, later on tu suka adik. And then, maybe you nak buat cerita yang dia punya papa, mama tu tak setuju. Okay? You can make cerita yang contohnya, the boy itu adalah 老师, is a 老师. And then 妹妹itu adalah pelajar di sekolah itu. Let's say, you know, you tengok macam mana your creativity tu. And 老师 tell you creativity also take many marks in your role play script. So you need to think of one storyline. Yang ada storyline yang macam 老师 kata macam 我喜欢你的妹妹macam tu, kiranya kreatif lah. It's not like somebody yang jumpa je, 你好你好dia tanya 你要去哪里, awak nak ke mana, 我要去. Kalau macam ini dia tak ada satu tunjang, dia just sembang biasa. So creativity kiranya very low marks. You akan pergi ke kategori C, your creativity. Kalau you just buat A tanya B, B tanya A dan tak ada satu tunjang cerita. Okay. So 老师 ulang, it's nearly to the end ready for the briefing. Never Google the whole sentence in Malay to Mandarin. You will make your group lose marks, and also you yourself facing all the difficulties because the translations at least around 40% adalah memang salah. The machine cannot really understand what you really want, so dia akan salah. And further thing, when you do translation like that, many of you akan fikir guna you punya form 5 punya Malay level. So itu bukan you punya elementary Mandarin. Dia akan jadi sangat susah, which you cannot. So remember, listen to 老师. Either you level 1 or later level 2 or level 3. Okay, because this briefing akan 老师guna untuk semua level. Okay, 好的. So first thing 老师kata ada 60 tu, you dah 60 pusingan turns. Okay, then you pergi tengok apa learning focus first. Okay, yang you boleh guna throughout 6 chapters tu, you pergi try to arrange and include, tapi kena follow storyline. Okay, then later baru you pergi tengok which part yang you perlu gunakan perkataan di luar syllabus. If you want to Google one word, okay, or satu frasa. Contoh, you kata, let's say your case, you need to include baju merah. Let's say the boy tadi tu yang as a 老师, dia bagi hadiah baju merah kepada妹妹. Okay, you want to know baju merah, you can Google baju merah. Phrases the most. Okay, and then you will see apa yang dia punya output. You will see the pinyin, you will see the English translation or Malay translation, you know. Dia tengok betul tak baju merah. Okay, then you can use that one, you can include in your storyline. So remember, it's the word or the most frasa yang you boleh Google. The rest you don't. Okay, 好的. So 老师 will give you a deadline. Okay, after your Wednesday tu, I'll give you a week. Masa itu sudah sampai semester break. But students, believe 老师, make use of the semester break. You don't have the idea that semester break 老师jangan suruh saya buat kerja. Saya nak relax betul. Don't think that way. Because no time for a week plus the kepala and hujung and the beginning, you have 9 days. 9 days, you know. Make use of it. Finish your first draft. In your case, hanya first draft and then the final draft. Once you have done your first draft, 老师 akan check your first draft. But remember, 老师 cannot tell you what is the right one. Cannot. The most 老师 can do adalah, if that part ada problem, 老师 will let you know. Okay, but it depends. Most of the time, 老师 will just roughly let you know. Okay, yours one is can be accepted or no. So your group will need to study. Because it's 300 students punya kerja. So it is not allowed for us to help you amend. Okay? Because help you amend, everybody akan dapat 100 already. So 老师 will just let you know your group punya acceptable or not acceptable. 老师 will give you some comments. Okay. And then with that you akan pergi amend and jadikan dia final. And that final tu, once 老师 do the marking, no more changes. Because 老师 will help you to make it correct. Apa-apa yang you salah tu 老师 akan betulkan. But every time 老师 betulkan, setiap kali markah ditolak. So you have to try not to let 老师 deduct your marks. Okay. So roughly like that. So remember, during the semester break, you will do it, and then after back from this, everybody should be, 老师 akan suruh hantar by, I will give you a date, I think by Saturday. By Saturday. Okay? Masa tu, you akan hantar draft dulu. Okay? Right? And so work harder a bit. Jangan ingat, 1 week nak tuliskan the whole thing? Why not? Because masa itu you have no class. So clear it. Sooner or later you kena buat. So why you wait until later yang come back the semester, banyak all the tests started. Listening test for Mandarin, which need a lot of concentration. And also your other subjects. Semua akan ada small test. So role play script is good to clear earlier. And when 老师 mark yours, you dapat balik, that is already yang boleh hafal. And you have plenty of time to digest and hafal and make the video. Okay? 好的. So, yeah, 老师 take more time for your class. Okay, hopefully everybody will be very clear. Alright.